Good morning, students. Here I am Mr. with your English class today. So, first of all, your half-yearly exams have gone by, and I hope you have performed well. We are going to check your result now, and that is a good thing that you have given half-yearly exam and very enthusiastically, and that was very hopeful that we will get good marks. That was a wonderful performance. But now we have to start our study again. As you know, we have started our classes, so you are hopefully requested that you will come to school. For a few days you have to come on your vehicle, but after a few days that you can manage that. School bus may start running in your cities, villages and areas, and then you can manage with them. So I hope, first of all, to come to school and then start studying. So today in our class we are going to study the chapter 9 of the high book, that is the bond of love. Okay, student, so we will start this chapter, and today's date is, I think, 9, 10, 20. Okay, so I hopeful that you will going to enjoy this chapter. So let's start the bond of love. This is a chapter regarding a bear, sloth bear. Sloth means very lazy bear that is found somewhere, and writer's life spent with him and his days spent and how he did it this way. I will begin with Bruno, my wife's pet sloth bear. I got him by accident. We got him by accident because they are found in areas of the forest areas. He may be living in grassland forest areas, elevations, upper part of any state and district. 2 years ago, we were passing through the sugarcane field near Mashur. People were driving away the wild pigs from the fields of shooting at them. Some were shot and some escaped. We thought that everything was over when suddenly Blocksmith sloth bear came out pending in the hot sun. So we thought that we are driving out the pigs from the sugarcane fields because they destroy the crop of sugarcane. That's why we have to get them out of that situation. But one happened, sloth bear came against them, and now I will not shoot a sloth bear wantonly because but unfortunately for the poor beast, one of my companions did not feel that way out and promptly shot the bear on the spot. So one of my friends shot that bear. That I was not liking that thing, but it happened. Now and we watched the fallen animals. We were surprised to see that the black fur on its back moved and left the prostrate body. Prostrate means that was lying on the ground. Prostrate means lying face your downside and you are lying like a dead body. And a baby bear that had been riding on its mother's back. When the sudden shot had killed her, the little creature ran around its prostrate parents making a pitiful noise. So there was a little child, or you can say cub of sloth bear, that was running out because her mother was killed down, and that's why he was really in problem. That happened with him. So next is, I ran up to its attempt to capture. It scooted into the sugarcane field, followed it with many companions. I was at last able to grab it by the scalp of its neck while it snapped and tried to scratch me with its long hooked claws. He tried to scratch him, but he at last caught him. We put it in one of the gunny bags we had brought, and when I got back to Bangalore, I duly presented it to my wife. She was delighted. She at once put a colored ribbon around its neck, and after discovering the cub was a boy, she cherished it Bruno. Cherished means you put a name to something. She put it name like Bruno. So what was the name of that? That is Bruno. And her wife was very happy with this. Bruno soon took to drinking milk from. So what is the name of that? That is Bruno. What is Bruno? Sloth bear. The characters here are writer and his wife. Okay, the main character still there is writer and his wife. These are the important things. Its name was taken Bruno. Bruno soon started milk from bottle. It was a step further, and within a few days he started eating and drinking everything else. And everything is the right word, for he ate porridge made from the ingredients, vegetables, fruits, nuts, meats, curry and rice regardless of condiments and chilies, bread, eggs, chocolate, sweets, pudding, ice cream. These are the things he started to eat and drink. And milk and tea, coffee, lime juice, aerated water, and buttermilk, beer, alcoholic liquor, and in fact anything liquid. It all went down with relish. Relish means taking a enjoy, taking a taste. So this happened with that. He started enjoying all these things. Okay. The beer became very attached to our two Alsatian dogs, to all the children of the teenagers living in our bungalow. He was left quite free in his youngster days and spent with time playing, running into the kitchen, going to sleep in our bed. So we had a good relation with beer. He started running here and there, and we enjoyed time with it. And one day an accident befell on him. Accident was that I put down poison, barium carbonate, to kill the rats and mice that had got into my library. One day I put some poison there to kill the rats and mice that had gone into the library. Bruno entered the library and he offended that. One day he just drank that poison, and paralysis said to him that he could not stand on his feet. What happened within that? He was not able to stand on the feet because the poison has attacked him and he was not able to stand. Then we went to take him to the doctor, and he dragged himself on his stumps to my wife, who called him. I guessed what had happened, but what had happened that it was a case of the poison that the came beer, barium carbonate, but he has eaten, and that had made him very. Out came his medical books when we took him to the vet doctor, and he started doing treatment of that beer, and because of that thing, poison, he was in a dangerous situation. And medical books was taken out by the vet, and then he put out the result of that. That was, what poison did you say? Barium carbonate, barium salts, barium carbonate, symptoms, paralysis, treatment, injection. These were the words he spoke out. Just a minute, sir, I will bring my syringe and the medicine. The doctor told him that to bring the medicine and syringe. He dashed back to the car. Bruno still floundering about of instance. Bruno was not able to stand on his feet because it was a very big part of the poison that was taken, and Bruno still floundering, but clearly weakening rapidly, but some vomiting, heavy breathing with heavy flanks and gasping mouth. So he was taking long breathing, and he was in danger, not feeling well. Hold him, everybody. In goes the hypodermic. Hypodermic is a long syringe needle that is used to have injection. Bruno squeals. 10 cc of the antidote enters system without a drop being wasted. 10 minutes later, condition unchanged. Another 10 cc injection. 10 minutes later, breathing less. Stertorous. Stertorous is noisy breathing, but he cannot stand. 30 minutes later, Bruno gets up and has a great feel. He looks at us disdainfully, as much as to say, what is the barium carbonate to a big black bear like me? Bruno is still eating. So he started eating after 30-40 minutes. Okay, and nothing happened with him. He was almost okay. And that was, he was feeling very nice regarding this. He was not in any pain now. Another time he found nearly 1 gallon of old engine oil which I had drained from the sump of the stud breaker. Stud breaker means he had a bike. He had put out some oil from that. And one day that he drank about 1 gallon of old engine oil, which he had drained from some of his bikes, and was keeping as a weapon against the inroads of termites. He used to use that oil to stop the termites entry in the house. He promptly drank the lot, but it had no ill effect whatever. Whatever happened with him, it had no ill effect. The months rolled on, and Bruno had grown many times in size he was when he came. He had equaled the Alsatians in heights and had even outgrown them. Now Bruno was growing in the size and shape, and that was becoming a dangerous condition, because when it was a child, it was easy to keep at home. But sometimes these pet animals, these are the wild animals, I think, they are not easy to keep at home because they can be dangerous for anyone regarding your neighbors, children, and any stranger when it comes to home. That is very dangerous situation you keep that in the house. But was just as sweet, just as mischievous, just as playful. He was very mischievous and playful, and was very fond of us. All he loved my wife, and she loved him too. She had changed his name from Bruno to Baba. Now his name was changed to Bruno. He was Bruno, changed into Baba. Baba is a Indian famous name. We respectfully say to old people and some religious people. Significant small boy. But in Hindustani words, in some areas we say to a small boy. And he could do a few tricks. At the command, Baba would wrestle, Baba do boxing. He vigorously tackle anyone who come forward for a rough and tumble. Give him a stick and say, Baba, hold on. He pointed to the stick at them. Sometimes you can give him stick and he will just point out at you and want to show that it is a gun and you should avoid confronting it, and you should be away from this, and that is the situation with him. When he immediately produced and cradled affectionately a stump of wood which he had carefully concealed in his straw bed, but because of the tenant children's, poor Bruno or Baba had to be kept chained most of them, because some children would come at their house and that was not easy to keep him open and free. He could have hurt anybody else. That's why it happened. Then my son and I advised my wife and friends advised to give Baba to the Jew at Mysore. He was getting too big to keep at home. After some week of some advice, as she at last consented, hastily, and because before she could change her mind, a letter was written to the curator of the zoo. Did he want a tame bear for his collection? He replied yes. The zoo sent a case from Mysore in a lorry, a distance of 87 miles, and Baba was packed up. And there was a zoo 70-80 miles from us, Bangalore to Mysore, and Baba was packed and it was sent to the zoo. Because it was in big size now, and it was not a small baby or cub, it could have been dangerous for anyone at home and anyone at nearby and neighbors. So it was taken to there. We all missed him greatly, but in sense we were relieved. My wife was inconsolable, means she was not happy with that. She was missing that very much. She wept and fretted. She was very angry. For first few days she would not eat a thing. Then she wrote a number of letters to curator. How was Baba? Back to the replies. Well, but fretting, he refused food too. He is refusing to eat foods. After that, friends visited to Mysore were back to make a point of going to zoo and seeing how Baba was getting along. They reported that he was well but looked very thin and sad. All the keepers at the zoo said he was fretting. For 3 months I managed to restrain my wife from visiting Mysore. Then she said one day, I must see Baba, either you take me by car or I will go myself by bus or train. So my wife thought that I want to see Baba, I will go there, so please take me there or do something. Friends had conjectured that the bear would not recognize her. Friend thought that bear will not recognize her, and I had thought so too. But while she was yet some yards from his case, Baba saw her and recognized her. He howled with happiness. She ran up to him, patted him through the bars, and she stood on his head in delight. And she was very happy, and the bear was very happy seeing my family because it was missing us very much, and after seeing us, it was really very happy. For the next 3 hours, she would not leave that case. She gave him tea, lemonade, cake, ice cream, but not. The closing time came and we had to leave. My wife cried bitterly. Baba cried bitterly. Even the hard-nosed curator and the keeper felt depressed. As for me, I had reconciled myself to what I knew was going to happen next. Because I knew what will happen. They will not get separated easily because Baba is not happy with that situation and he will not be happy at the zoo, and my wife was also not happy. They are missing each other and they will try to go at home, both of them, because they will try to do this and they will have some thinking about that. Oh please sir, she asked the curator, may I have my Baba back? Hesitantly he answered, madam, he belongs to the zoo and government property now. I cannot give away government property. But if my boss, the superintendent at Bangalore, agrees, certainly you may have him back. There follows the return journey to Bangalore and a visit to the superintendent Bangalore. A tearful pleading, Baba and I are both fretting for each other. Will you please give me back to him? He was a kind-hearted man and consented. Means he gave us permission that you can take this bear to your house. I have no problem regarding this, but manage this carefully. And he wrote to the curator. Not only that, but he wrote to the curator telling him to land us a case for transporting the bear to Bangalore. See, he also provided us a case that we can transport it to Bangalore. Back we went to Mysore again, armed with, so 2 cities discussed in this chapter are 2 cities, we can say Mysore and Bangalore. So these are the two cities. Zoo is in Mysore. They are living in Bangalore. Keep in mind this. And from there they go to the zoo at Mysore. They find him. First of all, they sent him there, and that station they find him there and had him some conversation with it. Once back we went to Mysore again, armed with the superintendent's letter. Baba was driven into a small case, hoisted on the top of the car. The case was tied securely, and a slow and careful return journey to Bangalore was accomplished. A slow and secure journey to the our house was securely done, and we went there. Once home, a squad of police were engaged for special work of our compound, because we needed a squad of police. That was very important. That police will help us. An island was made for Baba. It was 20 feet long and 15 feet wide, and was surrounded by a dirty pit, or a moat 6 feet wide and 7 feet deep. Excuse me. So some stage was set and 15 feet wide and was surrounded by a dry pit. So an island was made for Baba, because it was not easy to keep him easily at anywhere. So it was important that that is made. A dry pit was there, and more 6 feet wide, 7 feet deep. That was a island there. A wooden box that once housed fowls was brought and put on the island for Baba to sleep at night. See, wooden box was there because when he is going to sleep at night, it is day or night or any time, he has to be sleeping there. And a straw was placed inside to keep him warm and his baby. His baby, there was not baby for him, but he used to think that a stick was given to him, and he thought that it is her baby. A snarl stump along with his gun. The piece of bamboo, both of which had been sentimentally preserved since he had been sent away to the zoo, were put back on his plate. So, stick and some gun and some other things that was liked by him, they were also given to him, and they were very helpful for him. So he was given a stick, and the stick was thought to be a gun by that you can say the beard thought that is a gun. Okay, students, let's 10 seconds. Where is my testers? I think everyone has taken the tester. Okay, 1 second. Okay, students. So once house is coolies were arranged in a few days. We put back to him for him to play with. So he was put back to him. In few days, the coolies hoisted the case onto the island, and Baba was released. They hoisted means they put up the case from there, and Baba was released to play in some place. He was delighted and standing on his hind legs, his back legs. He pointed his gun and cradled to his belly, and he was doing like this activity. And my wife spent hours sitting on a chair there while he sat on her lap. He was 15 months old and pretty heavy too. Now he had become heavy, and he had a great life, love and time with my wife. The way my wife reached the island and lives, it is interesting. I have tried a rope to the overhanging branch of the mango tree with a loop at its end. So I had managed to have a rope that was hanging on the roof, and that was going to help at going to there on the island. Okay, my wife spent hours sitting there, putting one foot into the loop and she kick off with the other to bridge the 6-foot gap that constitutes the width of the surrounding pit. So that was a pit, a gadda was made there, and because he was not able to cross that gadda, we have to go from a rope to there and then come back from there so that we can go there. The return journey is made the same way, but who can say now that a sloth bear has no sense of affection, no memory and no individual characteristics? So nobody can say that a sloth bear is not a good animal, it cannot be helpful and it is not easy to live. So students, this is a story regarding a bear You can say Bruno is deer here. He was found at the sugarcane fields by the writer, and he just took with his companions to at home, and then her wife was very happy to find that. She used to play with it very affectionately, and she had a great time spending with this type of animals, and she was a great fan of this type of things or animals. She used to play with them. She had a great time pass with them, and she enjoyed with that. And one day he drank poison carbonate, barium carbonate, and that was very dangerous. It was for some other reason, for rats I think, and she drank, and that became very dangerous for him, and he was saved by some injections by the veterinary doctor. And after that, one day he just drank out 1 gallon of petrol, diesel, anything like oil, and it was really a dangerous situation for him. He just survived that thing fantastically, and he ate so many things. We have discussed in the chapter. Whatever he ate and drink, this is on page number 114. That is a long list, I think. Fruits, vegetables, nuts, porridge, meat, especially pork, curry and rice, curry and chilies, bread, eggs, chocolate, sweet, pudding, ice cream, drink milk, tea, coffee, lime juice, aerated water, buttermilk, beer, alcohol, liquor, and in fact, anything, it is all went down with relish. He enjoyed these things very much. So it was a wonderful animal that helped them. And this happened and carried on with them in life. And after that, one day he was taken to zoo at Mysore because he was not easy to be kept at home. And there he was not happy. He was not eating. Her wife was also not eating anything. So after the few days, it was brought back there at home, and an island was created there, and he was shifted in the island. He was very happy at that place and enjoyed really very much at that place. So this happened in the story. So this is the storyline, students, chapter number 9 of our class. Now we are going to discuss some questions after 10 seconds break. Some questions. So students, let's come to the point. Answer the following question. I got him for her by accident. Who say this? This is said by the writer that he got him by an accident. Who do you him and her refers to? Who do him and her refer to? Him, I got him for her by accident. Him is here the Bruno, and her refer to her wife. What is the incident referred to? Incident is that the writer one day found a sloth bear in his farmhouse, and he put it in a case and bag, and then brought it to his wife in his house or to his wife. He stood on his head in delight. Who does he refer to? It is referred to the Bruno. And why was that? Because he was happy to find us there in the case. We all missed him greatly, but in a sense we were relieved. Who does we all stand? We all are the family members. Because they sent him to the zoo, and that's why they were missing him, and they were not happy because he was sent to zoo, and it was like a family member for them. And when they found that they are not liking this, then they went to zoo and find out that it was they are not happy, not eating much. And then they went to the zoo manager and asked if they can bring it at home back. And then he decided that he consented, and he told them to take him back to there. And in a sense, we were relieved. Who we all stand? We stand the family members. Who did they miss? They did miss Bruno the bear, because it was like a family member for him, and that is the missing. Why did they nevertheless feel relieved? Because they are relieved, because it was taking a shape and size of longer and stronger, and it was not easy to keep him home. So because of its size, they were afraid of it. Answer the following question 30 to 40 each. On 2 occasions, Bruno had drank something that should not be eaten drunk. What happened to him on these occasions? So in one occasion, he drank barium carbonate, it is very dangerous poison, I think. First time he drank a poison, okay, and it is a very dangerous poison, I think, and he was really in danger of life, but doctor and veterinary doctors just saved his life, and he was happy, the family was happy that they found him alive again. And on the second part of the situation, he drank some oil, I think, engine oil. It was put out by the rider from a stub breaker from his bike, and it was to be used to avoid the termites entry in the home. And that he drank it, but nothing happened to him. He was no serious about that. He just consumed it and nothing was happening. What happened to him on this occasion? He was saved on both occasions. Was Bruno a loving and playful pet? Yes, Bruno was a loving and playful pet. Why then did he have to be sent away? It was to be sent away because it was not easy to keep him at home. He was a very dangerous animal. It could have hurt and killed anyone nearby, neighbors, children, and anyone, stranger come to home, and also the family members. Anything could have happened with them. So they said. How was the problem of what to do with Bruno finally solved? The problem of what to do with Bruno was only solved because it was sent to the zoo. There was a zoo in Mysore. It was sent there and it was kept there by the zoo manager because it was taking a big size and shape, and it was not easy to keep these wild animals at home when they are not young, they are mature and adult. So it was sent there and they were very happy about that, first of all. But after a few days they were not happy. They were just striving to get it back and meet it. And that happens with him. And wife told him that we should go there and check out whether it is happy or not. They went there, they had some food items with it and just gave that food to Happy. And he was very happy, delighted, and stood on his feet, hind legs, and received them warmly. That happened with it. So student, this is our chapter. 1 second break. So I hope that you have enjoyed and you have checked and listened this chapter carefully. This is chapter number 9, I think, the bond of love. And I hope you enjoyed this and learning this. So first thing now I am going to discuss is, if you can do, then please come out of your homes and come to school. It is very important that you come to school. Try your best to have any vehicle, any personal private transport system, so that you can come to school and have study at your school. This will be really important for you. And regardless of some situations, we have to be safe. We have to be safe and clear about our thoughts and emotions. And you should talk to your teachers. When you are going and come to school, you will talk to us, and then you will find out what is the problem with studies in your school and your whole life, because you will get relieved about that. Because 6-7 months at home, it makes you really boring and you are very tired of the homesickness. So please come to school and you will have some change of air and you will enjoy and study well here. I hope you all come. After a few days, the government may allow the start of transportation of the school vans. If they start coming to your house, then there will be no problems. So I hope that you all will come to school happily and safely. I think with all the safety norms to be followed of the school line. That is very important. 1 second, please. So students, only few chapters remaining there, 5-6 chapters. We will try to complete them till Diwali or break. I think that is the target of completing the syllabus, and I hope we will be able to do this. So I request you to please come to school and study and take care of your studies and revising these stories. This is a very simple story, The Bond of Love. This is a book, Bihai book chapter, and I hope you are going to read out this chapter. Pick out some word meanings from these and put down those word meanings in a copy, and then ask me what are the word meanings if you are not able to find. If you can find at your cell phone, then it is a very good thing that you are going to find out those at your own. That will be very beneficial. I hope you will do this and you will get. Oh, this is very cold these days, and temperature and weather is changing, and we are facing some problems regarding this. So be safe and be aware about the winters coming. So I hope students you enjoyed this chapter, and I am very happy that schools are going to open. You all will come to school and we are going to enjoy our studies again. Thank you very much, students, for today's class. I hope, and I really, at last, I want to say that it's a very happy thing that school are going to start, because when you come to school, we teach you and you learn. It's really funny and enjoyment thing. If we are at home, we are in school, there's nothing to do about that. We can't do anything regarding that. So we should be hopeful that school will start in few days. And you can come for doubts class. But school buses are going to run, I think, from 1st of November or around Diwali. So we are hopeful that things will get ready and good, and hopeful for that thing. Thank you very much, students.